So while you were out running some errands and we were setting up,
school run.
The school run.
Pick my daughter up from school.
Picking up.
That's like etched in stone.
I love
day.
it. But I was snooping around your living room coffee book your book collection.
Oh, that stack over there?
Yeah. And there's so many things I want to talk to you about already because I got the same Beastie Boys book for Christmas. My daughters gave it to me.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Beastie Boys fan. Is that something that was just given to you, or do you know much about them, or is it just, I mean, obviously you know Beastie Boys.
No, I went and bought it as soon as I heard about it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And the book is it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's thorough. I don't even know what to say. Even how it's written. Everything about that book is amazing.
Yeah, everything. I just wish Adam was around.
Yeah.
There's
like a sadness that permeates the whole thing, but
there's a longing for him in it.
But there's a beauty. It's sad and beautiful all at the same time. Yeah.
Well, it wouldn't be the same book. In that absence, I think, is that other thing that makes it more special.
Well, and there's the mystery of the presence and absence.
Right.
Some people are like present, but they're absent at some level. It's like the relative or the sibling or whoever it is, the person in your life who they've made almost no impression.
Right.
Then there's also the person who's gone.
Yes.
And yet their absence is a form of presence. They're more here than some people who are actually here.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like a really interesting paradoxical phenomenon that is in a book like that in an amazing way.
Especially, I think, with artists, it has something with music and these things that touch something that you can't describe in your psyche. It's just it becomes
right. It's like
part
pre-verbal.
Yeah, exactly. It's it's almost in the womb type of weird
absolutely.
suspension thing. The other thing was Banksy.
Absolutely. I mean, yes,
of course.
What do we even say?
I was in Madrid in the spring, and there was a massive Banksy exhibition out at the airport in a warehouse. Mm-hmm. And so it was. So I took my daughter.
You know what? I just was on the way to the airport in Toronto last year.
Did it travel over there?
I think it's the same traveling exhibit. It was a warehouse out by the warehouse.
It's going on all over the world. But I hadn't seen a lot of the prints and the work up close. I'd just seen it in book form or internet form. And there's something about just the punch to the face, his commentary and art is, and then the mystery of who he is and what he is and what he isn't. If it is a he, who knows?
I was in Brazil last summer and met a bunch of guys who are work with him when he's in Brazil, who know him.
Oh, cool.
And
it is a him. You can confirm. I don't know.
Well, it was fascinating to talk with them, and he's. What do we even say about him? In some senses, just the fact that the prophetic, the speaking of truth to power, could be funny, could be have a literary dimension, and have an iconographic art. The number of things he's doing that you've seen them. Or maybe a couple of them together, but then you link 4 or 5 of them together.
And
just haven't seen that.
Layered. The image, I almost fell to my knees. Not literally, but buckling. Just that kind of knocked me over. Was it coordinated a couple of things from my medium of photography? It had the napalm girl.
Yeah.
And instead of soldiers and other people helping her walk, from the photo. It's Ronald McDonald and somebody else, and it just almost made me burst out crying there just to see how he played with consumerism, war, suffering. Unbelievable. I just am so blown away. And then the other one, the coffee table book, is the Wei Wei one. And
isn't that...
And he's another one. So there's something about these subversives, which I'm sure you see this coming a mile away, but there's something about this subtext of speaking truth that I see in your collection in terms of just and Basquiat's the other one that I love.
Oh, isn't that one?
Jean-Michel Basquiat. That one's near the bottom.
Oh, the Broad downtown. L.A. has a whole Basquiat room in that giant. They have the original of his head, the head one he did. This is huge. And I swear a number of times I've gone there just to stand in front of that for a while, and then I get in my car and drive home.
I don't think there's a better way to meditate than that. The first time I saw Pollock's work, I never got Pollock in the context of a book.
Oh, no, it has to be live.
Right. And I went into a room of Pollock's at MoMA, and it was electric.
Right. Like, affects the whole room.
Now I get it.
The whole room's like vibrating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So art has really played that role. But I just found, the other thing is the Beastie Boy book was on top of and crushing a Ram Dass book. It's just the random order of the bookshelf. So I don't know, what does that mean?
Just one of the things we noticed when we looked through your books is there's a problem on the second shelf. Maybe attend to that later,
very
Robert.
Peaceful philosopher and, a very peaceful spirit.
That's its own, that's doing its own thing there. They're doing their own thing.
This Full Exposure Podcast episode has been made possible through the support of Metro Health, University of Michigan Health, and Dr. Peter Hahn, who believe that creativity and the arts are essential to a rich, healthy, and fulfilling life.